Welcome to Making Movement Matter. I'm Kristen Marvin, a performance recovery specialist for runners, helping them achieve their best through proper recovery. I have a question for you. Do you ever use a training diary or a training log? Weekly, monthly, yearly? It is amazing how beneficial writing things down can be, because you can always revert back to them on so many levels, which we'll talk about over the next few weeks. This week is only to talk about having a training diary for planning and recording. That's it. That's, succinctly put, the most two important things that you need in order to create structure, consistency, injury prevention, and success as a runner. I have a training diary from nobody in particular. It's actually an imaginary woman, and she is a intermediate/advanced runner. So it might look a little bit busy, but the first thing we're going to talk about this week, once again, is having a mechanism, a process in which to write things down, to plan what I am going to do this week and record what I have actually done this week. Let's look at her plan. Here we have the training diary. And yes, it looks busy. Now, looking at the planning, the very first thing you want to think about is, how much time do I have this week? What is my plan? If you look at the left top hand corner, it's total actual minutes there. Now just scroll down and you'll see total minutes. She planned on having 825 minutes that week, which is just shy of 14 hours. That was her plan. A plan in doing just under 14 hours. Dividing that up into running, pure running, cross training, strength training, walking. Yes, walking. We're going to talk about that another week. Very important. Performance recovery and active recovery. All of those we will get into over time. If you total this is her planned time of 825 minutes. Dividing it throughout the days, what days she was available to do certain things. And then color coding based on intensity. If there's no color, it's mild. It's hardly any intensity at all. Now, actual. That's the recorded. At the end of the day, the end of the week, what was actually done. If you total all of this up, the actual total is 545 minutes. This is just over 9 hours, as you can see, total actual hours. That's a significant difference, 9 hours to just below 14 hours. And it's very much, when you come down here, you can see what she did on a run. I did it very, very general. I didn't do specifics, but you can see Sunday, this is what she had for her run. Intervals on Monday, really, really easy on Wednesday. Thursday, a superset. And Saturday, 10 sprints with steady state. Going down to cross training, that was only once a week, and strength training twice, etc., etc. Coming down to most important part for me, which is the walking, performance recovery, and active recovery. I will get into that later. But as you can see, the most important this week that I want to talk to you about is your planned hours of activity. You must divide them into not only your sport of running, but into everything else. If you do not include your recovery of walking, performance recovery, your stretching, rolling, and mobility exercises, and active recovery. If you do not include that in your number of hours, you won't do it, period. We all know that. Hence, your actual planned time, your planned time versus your recording what you actually did that week. So she missed a few hours, which is totally fine, but that's what it's all about. That's why it's so important to have the planned portion and the recorded portion. There you go. That is it. I will go into much more detail next week, dipping into other various things that you are probably looking at and wondering what the heck is on this plan. This week, all I want you to do is, number one, how many hours do you have this week? And then number two, what days are available to you in order to do the activities you would like to do over the course of the week? Three, okay, you've got to include everything. You must include running, cross-training, stretching, everything. Because whatever it is that you want to do, if you don't write it down, you're not going to do it. And just go through that process. Then obviously, of course, record it. Record what you actually did. There's no cheating. You do what you do. Planning and recording. Get to it. Have fun. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your November.